And what would our intentions be if we wake up in the morning, we have designs on the world? Well, what would our intention be as a species?
Hearing quite a few complaints from the residents that the project needs to get done.
We were already getting complaints about the condition.
Residents would routinely complain of
failing utilities.
Concrete was failing.
There's no signals.
It was impacting traffic.
Water freezing in the wintertime.
The lead paint on the inside.
Elevated levels of manganese in their drinking water from 9 different well sources.
There becomes environmental concerns.
Brown water.
Potential learning disorders.
Not very good for the quality of life.
Something had to be done.
We had to address it.
What do we do to help set the stage, not only to provide immediate relief, but to provide great relief over the course of time?
I know. I was on the selection committee.
It really wasn't a tough decision, I think.
We needed to lean on somebody who had good experiences and could draw from their ideas.
And they were qualified, so when we came up for needing RFPs to rehab it, they were certainly on our short list.
Absolute stone cold most important thing about this project is how well we get a consultant that can manage the public input process and then craft a project to address those. And we figured Bolton Menk was the best for it, and we weren't disappointed.
We knew that this project was going to bring some change to their world, going to bring some discomfort.
There was the need to constantly re-explain what we were doing, why we were doing it.
What's going to happen, the timelines.
What roads are open, what roads are closed, where can I cross the corridor.
And why it was a good idea, and I think Bolton and Menk did a very, very nice job explaining.
Put my cell phone number out. I try to be present, throughout every single day, and just really make sure people know that it's open communication.
So that when I go downtown, have lunch at the Hometown Diner or stop at Schmidt's Bakery, that people know who I am. They might not like the project, but they know who I am and they're comfortable having a conversation with me.
The bottom line was I had someone I could talk to and make it a lot easier to accept all the inconveniences.
No project is without its challenges during construction, let alone just putting together the design. And
as the issues come up, you try to gather everyone, put the issues out, put the possible resolutions.
Let's just get those conflict points out in the open right away and talk about them.
None of them are perfect, but they prescribe to one of my favorite theories, which is bad news never gets better with age. So, when there's bad news, you're better to talk about it sooner rather than later. We started to dig and we hit bedrock within the first 6 inches of topsoil.
We have rain days, things don't quite work out, and so it's always changing.
Through the 1st of July, this was the wettest year that St. James ever had on record.
We had permit issues, for instance, getting utilities across the railroad line. And thanks to the fine people over at Bolton and Menk staying on top of that and making sure we had that on time.
We couldn't have had a better team from Bolton and Menk to help us through these issues. And the thing that I appreciated the most about Bolton and Menk is even though they knew the issues were here, they didn't leave us hanging. They took care of us.
They're committed to the process. They're going to keep coming back till it works. That's more important than anything.
And to that end, it's no secret that a lot of people are up early in the morning and staying well past sunset just to make sure that all of our clients and all the stakeholders involved with whatever it is we're working on are satisfied.
Some days it might be 9 to 5, and some days it might be 5 to 9. And that's really the way we operate is we have a job to do, we need to get it done.
I'm not looking for a 9 to 5 job. I'm here to help.
When it comes to real people, this project really does hit home because I am from here. I grew up in Hastings, and so that really hits home. We are real people. We come up with real solutions.
We had 2 mini roundabouts put in place. We had the back angled parking.
Taking a 4-lane road and doing a road diet.
We incorporated a labyrinth that doubles as an ice skating rink in the winter.
We did kind of a first of its kind in the state of Iowa, treatment train of rain gardens coupled with bioretention.
We did some large entryway arches over the road.
We've had people this year say that this is the clearest they've seen the lake ever.
What we have now, it's completely night and day difference, and we receive nothing but compliments from anyone in the community who drives on it on a frequent basis.
We would be more than willing to hire Bolton Menk again on a project. No problem at all.
Everything that we do, whether it be with this project or just projects that are stemming out from this, they go and meet that goal of improving quality of life. Even if it's something as simple as somebody can back into their driveway easier than they could before when we do a street reconstruction project.
I like working on projects that that affect people like myself. I mean, that affect real people.
That's what I love to do. Draw, problem solve, and communicate it with the people that it will help.
Helping maintain infrastructure that allows people to live in a community, be proud of a community, get to work, come home, turn on the tap and have water that's safe and aesthetically pleasing.
It's so fun to have a job that is ever changing. There's always new challenges all the time.
When we're getting those reports that, hey, this thing's not flooding or is not as bad as it used to be, boy, that's a win, and that's what really fires me up, and I know fires a lot of us up to keep going and helping improve that quality of life for everybody that we're serving.